Hello friends, welcome to PHP video tutorials series. In this video tutorial, I would like to discuss increment and decrement operators in PHP. Increment and decrement operators are used to increment or decrement a variable value by 1. ++ indicates the increment operator. It is used to increment a variable value by 1. - indicates the decrement operator. It is used to decrement a variable value by 1. There are two kinds of increment, post-increment and pre-increment. If you write the increment operator after the variable name, then it is called as post-increment. If you write the increment operator before the variable name, then it is called as pre-increment. Similarly, we have post-decrement and pre-decrement. If you write the decrement operator after the variable name, then it is called as post-decrement. If you write the decrement operator before the variable name, then it is called as pre-decrement. Let's have a demo and understand. I go to WAMP server www directory. Within the www directory, we have created default.php file. I right click on it, say open with the notepad. You can see that default.php file is open inside the notepad. It has the basic HTML5 document structure code. Title is set to default page. Here in the body section, I say less than $PHP, which indicates the beginning of the PHP code, greater than, which indicates the end of the PHP code. Here I am going to create a variable a and initialize it with value 10. And let's display the value inside a. I say here echo a equal to semicolon. I say file, save, go to browser. Here I am going to say localhost /default.php. Localhost points to WAMP server www directory. Within that we have default.php file. To execute it, I should say localhost /default.php. I hit enter. You can see that default.php file is executed and we got the output saying a equal to. After that, I want to display the value inside a. So I say here $a. I say file, save, go to browser and refresh. A equal to 10 is displayed, and then I use the br tag to push the next content to the next line. I want to increment the variable a value by 1. So what I can do is I can take help of the increment operator. I say here $a ++ semicolon. That's it. It's a unary operator. I'm going to copy this line of code and paste down. Here we are getting the output 10. Here we are going to get the output 11. I say file, save, go to browser and refresh. You see that we got a equal to 11 displayed. Now how this code is going to get executed, guys? Let me explain it clearly. In this statement, we actually have two statements, guys. The first statement is $a equal to $a, that is the assignment statement. And the second statement is going to execute before executing the next statement, and that statement is the increment statement. $a equal to $a + 1 semicolon. So this is what we have here. What happens here is, here we have the variable a value 10. So that 10 will be again assigned back to the variable a. In this line, we will be having the value 10, and then the increment happens. 10 + 1 is 11. 11 will be stored in the a variable. So when we say echo a equal to $a, it will display a equal to 11, guys. If I say file, save, go to browser and refresh, we are getting the same output. So you should remember that when you write $a ++ semicolon, there are two statements inside it. The first statement is assignment $a equal to $a semicolon, and the second statement is increment $a equal to $a + 1. And the first statement is going to get executed in the same place where you are incrementing, and the second statement is going to get executed just before executing the next statement, guys. If I say file, save, go to browser and refresh, we get the same output. I hope you guys have clearly understood. I'm going to comment this line of code /* and * file, save, go to browser and refresh. See, nothing is executed because all these lines are comments, they are ignored. I'm going to create again the a variable and say 10 to it. I'm going to copy this line of code and display the value of a. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You see that we got a equal to 10 displayed. I go back. I want to increment the variable value by 1. Either I can use post increment or we can use pre-increment. So I say here plus plus $a semicolon and I display the value of a. Here we'll get the output 11 guys. I say file, save, go to browser and refresh. You see that a equal to 11 is displayed. So that's what I said here. Increment operator is used to increment a variable value by 1. If you write the increment operator after the variable name, it's called as post increment, that is first assign then increment. If you write the increment operator before the variable name, it's called as pre-increment. Here we have actually two statements. The first statement is increment and then assignment. The increment statement is going to execute in the same place where you are incrementing, that is $a equal to $a plus 1 is going to get executed here, whereas $a equal to $a is going to get executed just before executing the next statement in your code guys. If I say file, save, go to browser and refresh, we get the same output. So here I am going to say plus plus $a semicolon. In this statement we have two statements, and what are they guys? $a equal to $a plus 1 and then $a equal to $a semicolon. This statement is going to get executed here, whereas the second statement is going to get executed before executing the next statement in the code. File, save, go to browser and refresh, we are getting the same output. I hope you guys are clearly understanding. I say Ctrl X and comment everything. File, save, go to browser and refresh. Let's see the decrement operator now. What I do, I'm going to create the variable a again and say 10, and I want to display the value inside the variable a. Say Ctrl S to save or go to file, save, go to browser and refresh. A equal to 10 is displayed. I want to decrement the variable a value by 1. So I can say here $a minus minus. It's a post decrement, right? I'm going to copy this line of code and paste down. Here we are going to get the output saying 9. I say file, save, go to browser and refresh. You see that a equal to 9 is displayed. In this statement we actually have two statements guys. The assignment statement $a equal to $a is going to get executed in the same place where you are decrementing, and the next statement is going to get executed $a equal to $a minus 1 is going to get executed before executing the next statement in the code. If I say file, save, go to browser and refresh, you see we are getting the same output. So when you write $a minus minus semicolon, you should remember that behind the scene there are two statements inside it. The first statement is $a equal to $a semicolon, and the second statement is $a equal to $a minus 1, and the first statement is going to get executed in the same place where you are decrementing, and the second statement is going to get executed just before executing the next statement in your code. I say file, save, go to browser and refresh, we get the same output. I go back, I'm going to cut this and paste here, everything is comment, file, save, go to browser and refresh, nothing is executed. Let's create again a variable and display the value inside a. I say file, save, go to browser and refresh, you see a equal to 10 is displayed. I want to decrement the variable a value by 1. I can use post decrement or pre-decrement. I just say here minus minus $a semicolon, and then I want to display the value inside the a variable. We will get 9 guys. File, save, go to browser and refresh, you see that we got 9. So that's the reason I said here that decrement operator is used to decrement a variable value by 1. When you are saying pre-decrement, there are two statements. The first statement is decrement, the second statement is assignment. Decrement statement $a equal to $a minus 1 will get executed in the same place where you are decrementing, whereas assignment $a equal to $a is going to get executed just before executing the next statement in your code. If I say file, save, go to browser and refresh, we get the same output guys. So remember that when you say minus minus $a, in that you have two statements. The first statement is decrement, $A equal to $A minus 1 semicolon, and the second statement is assignment, $A equal to $A. The first statement is going to get executed in the same place, whereas the second statement is going to get executed just before executing the next statement in your code. I say file, save, go to browser and refresh. You see we get the same output. So that is about increment and decrement operators. I hope you guys have clearly understood. You can see whether I use post increment or pre-increment, both the places I am getting the same output. Whether I use post decrement or pre-decrement, both the places I am getting the same output, guys. Then what is the difference, exact difference? When do we get the difference in the output? That we see in the next video, guys. At present, you should remember that increment and decrement operators are used to increment or decrement a variable value by 1. Whenever you want to increment a variable value by 1, you can use the increment operator. Whenever you want to decrement a variable value by 1, you can use the decrement operator. I think for this video tutorial, this much is enough, friends. In the upcoming video tutorials, we are going to discuss more about PHP. I suggest you people to watch this video again and again, understand everything clearly. For more benefits and be up to date, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment and share these videos with others so that everyone will get benefited. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.